Artists and art teachers, I'm showing you a little shortcut of how I get everything prepared. You have a box of yarn and I cut little holes on the side of it, and then you pull it out to measure. And then you're going to be making Kumihimo Japanese bracelets. I'm going to show you how to do these step by step. So here I am preparing all the yarn. You're going to need 7 strands. I measured them 24 inches. I got a group of them all ready to go, tied the knot, and you don't want the top to be too long, and make sure you pull it really tight. Pull them out to where they're all together. And then I gently pull them from the box. Sometimes I need to move some of these pieces of yarn. And then I set it down and I measure 24 inches. So it's just a little helpful hint, art teachers. At the end, this is what they'll look like. This is what the loom paper looks like. I just run it on cardstock paper. And then I cut out the circles. You know, your students can cut out the circles as well. And you're gonna have one less string so that it goes through the loom. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I have 8 little notches. And I tell the students not to cut all the way through. And the first thing they do is, after this circle is cut, then I have them folded in half. And you want to make sure that you don't get this hole too big, because if you fold it in half, and I use the hole punches on it, but if it's too big, then it'll come through. So let me get a hole punch and show you what to do next. So you take your scissors and you cut these little notches all the way around. You take your hole punch and you fold it in half, and then you do your little hole punch and make sure your hole's not too big, artist. Then you take your string and you set the knot on the back, and then you're going to bring these pieces of yarn. This hole's too big, so I can bring 2 through. Oh, there's 3. Very carefully bring them through, where you don't want to snag them. Help each other if you need to. And again, these are called Kumihimo Japanese style bracelets, and this is your loom. So we are getting all this yarn through here. And I use cardstock when I cut these things out. And again, your name is on the back. It's just a little sturdier if you're an art teacher and you're wanting to do this with your class. And I actually have them on a sheet, and then I cut them out. Okay, so I've almost got all my strands through here. Now I'm ready to warp my loom. This is called your loom. So I've got my knot on the back. And then I should have 7 strands, and I have 8 little notches that are cut out. So you have 1 less notch. There we go. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and an empty one. So you put your finger on the empty one, and then I usually tell students to go 1, 2, 3, and you take that piece of yarn and you pull it in front of me. Then you turn it like a clock. Think about how a clock turns, artist. And you put your finger on that empty spot. 1, 2, 3, and pull in front of me. Turn it like a clock. 1, 2, 3, pull in front of me. And you can keep saying this if you want to. And you also want to be careful of this stuff on the bottom, because it's going to start weaving on the bottom as well. So you can get to the point where you can just look at it and go, okay, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, pull in front of me. And I like this project because you can actually, it's very relaxing, but you can also do it with other different types of thread. So see, now I'm going to pull this here, and my weaving is going to start to appear on the bottom, artist. But you can do like embroidery thread. You can do any colors. You can do as many strings as you want. And you can also walk around and weave. I used to do it for a camp thing. So then you're going to finish the whole thing And I actually have an old video on my YouTube channel that I will link to this, and you can see more steps of it. And then you measure it on your wrist to see if it fits, and then you tie it. So hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. And here's one that I've got a little bit more. That's what it looks like. And like I said, you would just put this around your wrist, see how it would fit. And that's how you do Kumihimo Japanese bracelets. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to take it off. We're going to pretend that I'm done, and I'm not done, but I want to go ahead and unwarp the loom. The cool thing is you can use these pieces of cardstock again and put more yarn or string on them. Very gently, hold on to the end where I've got it weaved. Very gently pull it out of the loom. Set this aside, use it again. And then you want to take your finger, wrap around that yarn like you tie a simple knot, bring all the strands through. Okay. Now you have a bookmarker or a bracelet.